it.
Okay.
But first, we start with Bishop.
Alright.
So you entered your room, and what is your passive perception? Do you know? 12. You immediately noticed that something is wrong in your room. Something has been moved, has been changed.
Do I notice what has actually been moved? Is like my
Make an
goods-
investigation check.
Goods been dealt with?
Crypto, have you been in his room again?
16.
That's your good.
Yeah, you
All right.
nailed it. 17.
So you've done stuff like this before. You kind of quickly move through it. You see that they came in through the window because you're facing street side. And they move through your stuff. They look through some of your things, but it doesn't appear like anything was stolen. You kind of follow the trail, and you come across a note.
I look at the note. What does the note say?
All right, so in the note, it says, Azon is not all that he seems. If you value your life, come to me as quickly as you can. Oh yes, and bring your tiefling friend with the funny hat and the rest of your group. Torvald.
Okay.
Torvald, the other bear.
So I kind of fold it up and put it in my pocket.
That's like
Do I notice anything in the room's been stolen?
No, nothing to your knowledge has been stolen, not through your book, and you felt like you did a pretty good job.
Okay. After making sure that everything in the room is still the way more or less that I left it, I know what room they're staying in, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll exit the room and go towards the
All right. So, while he's on the way there, you had just entered the room, and it's nighttime at this point. You guys were kind of getting ready to rest. I have a lot of keychains. So if you grasp all of them at the same time, it's a good stressful. And you notice, as soon as you come in, after you make sure to not set your trap off, because you did that last time, you made sure to not do it. There's a new person in the room and a small flitting beast kind of flying around the room.
I look at the beast flitting around. Nice.
It's like,
Hi, my name is Mortho.
They'll shoot at you.
Who may you be?
hello, I'm Zendala. It's nice to meet you. And she holds out her hand.
Nice to meet you. I shake her hand. I'm like, are you? I kind of.
They offered to help me.
Oh,
So they said to join them in this room, sleep over.
okay. Sounds like we have an adventure ahead of us. So,
Party hard.
all right. So I go and I find my bunk and kind of like lay down. I don't really sleep. I kind of trance, kind of listen to.
Snores like
Yeah,
a
you hear
log.
Taban is turned to the side and just snoring uproariously. It's very loud.
Wake me if you dare.
Does he still have his boots on?
Kaban?
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen.
He's still wearing his plate. Like he just went like the only thing he's not wearing is his warhammer and his helmet.
Ha ha ha.
He tries to move his warhammer, can't
No.
move it.
His helmet. I want to put something in his helmet, kind of like a prank type deal.
You're gonna piss
All right,
off
roll
the
a stealth
strongest
check.
fighter in our entire party.
Do what?
You're gonna piss off the strongest fighter in our
It's
party.
all in fun.
Is that what the guy with the hole in his
Oh, he's
neck
got
thought
this-
too? Like, oh wow, this is a great practical joke.
Well, this guy told me to take care of loose ends. I mean, come on. What do you do?
He said you're gonna take care of loose ends, not do it.
Did he? 17.
Oh god.
All right,
He's
he
gonna do
remains
it.
asleep. He's dead to the world. What do you do?
I don't know what they have back then. Kind of like shaving cream or something, or some kind of. So when
You
he puts it
manage
on
to you rifle through Taban's packs and you find he has more gold than you thought he would, and he also has various grooming methods, and you find some shaving cream. It's in the form of like a bar. So, but there's water available. You can mix it if you want.
I mix it up.
Right, you lather up the shaving cream. You fill the whole inside of it.
Just,
All
I
right.
put it back down. I go
There you
back
go.
in my bunk. I said, "That's for storing."
There you go. And he continues to snore.
Oh my god. That monkey's gonna sell you out. It's gonna be like putting on, the monkey's gonna be like,
I went in his crypto.
Juju is actually oddly missing. It's not there.
oh, that's not good.
Do they have like out of curiosity, I don't know how this game would have something like this, but like Soul Link kind of magic, where say they're stronger when they're together, weaker when they're apart, and if one gets hurt or dies, the other one physically receives either of this kind of stuff.
I mean, there's magic similar to that exists. Not so much receiving the power of. There are magical items that you've kind of heard of in your studies, especially with your regained sanity. That you kind of remember hearing about, like rings that suck the souls of the wearer into them when they die, and things like that.
Oh god. Well, I'm more concerned about like an enrage happening to our good friend Gabon here if his monkey just miraculously dies and we're not paying attention and he just goes into a bloodlust.
So as I'm laying there, I kind of remember I had that folded piece of paper.
Okay.
So I'll pull it out.
All right.
I take myself.
You kind of unwind it, and what languages do you speak? Well, we already know this because you didn't know what he was speaking. You don't know what language this is.
Oh, I do not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that gives me another quest.
Quest log is full. Please delete a quest.
I need to find an interpreter. So
You're not a priest, are you?
monk.
Monk.
That's actually good. At this time, you arrive at their door.
I'll knock on the door.
Fist goes through the door.
A little strength check. Do you guys
I'll
do
answer.
anything? Oh, you don't answer?
No.
You sit there for a moment going, this one.
And the door.
Should I answer? It's like, oh,
I kind of creep over. I'm going to hide behind the door.
There are a lot of people in a very small room, but you don't
Yeah.
see more.
Y'all got a 2-bedroom, but there's like 5 of y'all? Like, what kind of stuff's going on? Oh, Crypto's in here.
Crypto sleeps in the
I
drawers.
got it.
That's
I
what
got
it
it. Is everything okay in here?
You haven't met,
Jasmine? No.
No,
Zindala.
Zindala.
There is a beautiful half-elf maiden,
Hey?
and then this beast kind of moves in front of your face and then flies and lands on her shoulder.
And it's like peek around the corner. Everything alright in here? Because stuff wasn't quite the way I left it in
I
mine.
stick my head up. Yeah.
I like how you're going robbed and then you get robbed.
Just slowly. Hello?
You get your hat on?
Just because you're right there.
Oh, so you're like all in your
He's
glory.
all
You should
teeth
punch
lumped
him
out.
in the face. You start right
Porthos, to bond with you?
No, he's snoring over there. I left him a surprise.
It's kind of what he sounded when I knocked him out in the Coliseum.
Yeah, I feel like you should roll a deception check for that.
Porthos, you mind if we speak? You can put some clothes on.
Well, I'm
Out
not
here in the hall.
clothes. I've got clothes on.
You might
Yeah,
have
sure.
your boxers on or something.
I'm surprised he did that. Really.
So I take Porthos out, go down the hall just a little bit. It's like,
Tie up loose
look,
ends.
me and you, we've been through some stuff. So
Your fault.
Yeah, you're totally your fault, but I feel like I can trust you with some information.
Okay.
When I arrived at my room, there was some stuff had been pilfered through, and a note was left to the windowsill. And I described to him the note that was left, that we shouldn't trust Azon. Azon, I've worked for him for as far as I can think. He's one of the main people in the Zentham. I'm not sure how you feel about this, but the things that I've been shown in the last couple of days or hours tells me that this may answer even more questions for us.
Okay.
But we have to understand that the city has many ears. So I have to maintain the fact that I am Zentham, and
Okay. So to more solidify your position with the Xantham, I have a couple of places I'd like to visit tomorrow, and you can kind of present your Xantham, and maybe we get some good deals on some of the stuff that I'm looking for.
I seem to recall.
I know you're scared, but
So did
shopping.
I seem to recall I've already took you shopping once. And to my knowledge, when I take someone shopping once, they usually end up in my bedroom.
Well, I didn't do
So-
that, but
So
I did bend my rapier, and I had to hone it and straighten it out. And
That's
I
not
appreciate
how
you
you
buying
call
me
it.
another one for
Straightening out
saving
your
me.
rapier.
That guy was about to.
yeah, he was about to kill me. Yeah.
You didn't see the back?
all that he's gonna drown me in all the blood that you spilled. Yes, I understand you saved my life, and we'll worry about that at a later time.
Alright.
But we need to keep this between
Okay.
the ears that need to hear it.
Okay, I understand. I will do that. I think we should visit Afon, the beast handler. Jabal had set up for us to meet with him, so we should do
I
that.
can do that. I know this guy. He does a lot of work with the Zentum, so I can probably help us along that route.
And I've got a note.
A note?
A note?
Like my note, or like
Well, I've got a folded piece. I don't understand the language that was given to me.
so you show me it.
Yeah, I showed
It's,
him.
it's in like a really weird flowing script. Kind of reminds you of like, I don't know, like wavy. It's all wavy, weird lines with these sharp like intersections and hard dashes. And, like,
Runic.
it's weird.
Can I decipher any of it? Does it look like it's something that came from the city itself? I mean, like as far as like trade language.
So
or
looking
anything?
around in the city, like having you've been here for a long time, you have not seen writing like this before.
I'm not aware of what this says. Would I know of like a linguistic person in the city that might be able
Do
to?
you think Wakanga would be able to translate this? He is very knowledgeable, and I do owe him an apology.
Yeah, you do because
I think magic was used on me to.
probably I would use that excuse too.
I was
I
like,
think magic was used for you at the Beggar Prince's palace too.
it was an impulse.
Whoever's casting magic on you, we should find before we do
Yes.
any of these other tasks.
It could have been a curse or something. When I stepped through the portal, it could have been some kind of weird curse. I don't know.
We'll just sum it up as that.
But yeah,
In the morning,
let's visit Wakanga first. See if he can translate this.
Wakanda might not quite like. Wakanda's not too familiar with the Zentum. Is he affiliated with the Zentum? Because Wakanda might not quite like me because I'm known to be a Zentum operative.
Well, I'll loan you my hat of disguise,
Okay, we can do that.
and that way he doesn't recognize you. But he did what Sandra asked us to help her with this curse, which he is very friendly with her. So
So in the morning, breakfast, and then off to Wakanda.
yeah, then I fawn, and then let's go get that. That we can gather the information that we need to go to who's Asmar,
Azon.
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 Are we going to see Azon?
I
Or?
don't. Azon's a mysterious person. I
Okay.
just know that he is the second in command with Jabal.
We maybe
We-
ask Wakanda.
If
about
there's
it. He's
issues
very-
between
he's a Beggar
us-
Prince.
Yes, if there's issues between us and Azon, we should probably keep it down low until we know more of what's going on.
Okay.
But we should know that the Zentham are probably using us all for their own needs.
True. Yeah, like any.
So I-
Ifan is the beastmaster.
Okay.
So I shake Morthos' hand and do some kind of Zentham or Cholt only handshake.
I roll dexterity check.
Okay.
And I want to borrow his.
Woogity woogity
A
woogity.
one. So
Alright,
I
it's
punch
really
him.
awkward. No, he goes to. It's like, have you ever gone forward to
I
like,
grab
shake
your
somebody's
crotch
hand,
and
and they go like this, and you go like that? That's what it felt like.
That's what any of you guys
It's like you
cover
guys
it.
were, and you intertwined for a second. It was
Oh,
We were
that was awkward. That was.
It's okay. It's customary here in Cholt that handshake was
Okay.
appropriate.
Paper covers rough, bitch.
Is there any way I can kind of like forge his symptom tag?
Roll a perception check.
He really just wants you for your Walmart discount.
22.
You get a really good look at it, and you think that you can probably recreate it with the proper tools and materials.
I'm never showing you anything of mine,
What? What are you talking about?
especially not phallics. Recreates it with stunning accuracy.
So then I go back to mine.
Okay.
Alright,
So
so
that's why it was kind of awkward, the handshake, because I
is he in
was
the
looking at him.
dresser asleep?
Are you in the dresser asleep? Are you curled up in the dresser?
I answered the door, but yeah, I could be in the dresser asleep. Sure, it's cozy.
Well, no, it's up to you, man. Did you go back to sleep?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
they left, so you're just like, thanks, guys. Like,
No, I'm just kind of laying there, like
In the
thinking
dresser.
about this. Yeah, in the dresser. I'm aware of everyone, the commotion, but I'm like, this brand really makes me uncomfortable. Not like literally, I just don't like the fact that it's there, because you just literally got traded from one peeing eye to another.
Wakanga rolls over and stirs.
Wait, what Congo's
I'm not sorry, Taban. Yeah, Taban.
Oh,
Wakanga enters the room.
yeah, no doubt. Like,
I
Floor of entanglement.
come back
excuse
in
me,
the room.
Dumbledore. Could you do that?
Come you're snoring.
Oh,
Roll over. You're snoring.
Morpheus. Strange dreams. You. Look here.
Looks at the dresser. Come here, dresser.
He's looking over at the dresser and he's like,
Get out of there.
come here for a moment.
So I have to scramble out.
I don't want to hear any funny business between you two. I'm trying to get some rest over here.
He like grabs you by like the front of your face and pulls it closer to him. He's like, that mark. That is not the mark of Gond.
Yeah, called it.
Gond's mark is a four-spoked wheel that can be golden in color. A golden anvil is not of Gond.
I thought it was more dwarven. Anvils, I'm sorry, I know I sound racist like that. What is it really?
I do not know. Give me. And he's more gentle this time, and he kind of just touches it with one finger.
Which is one finger is probably the size of my forehead.
All right.
Gently.
So as he touches it, you're in the room. You guys are all in the room, except for Bishop. There's kind of a quick flash of white light that starts here and then just goes out. And for a moment, do any of you guys look at the flash?
No, I don't.
He's on the bunk, like.
Yeah, you're just not paying attention, do you?
No.
Okay, so Taban, that is strange. I don't.
You can't communicate with it, can you?
It's almost as if there is an enchantment laid atop it. Something is blocking my sight.
Sounds about right. Yeah, these things are never easy.
I'm sorry, little friend.
That's fine. I don't.
Juju! Where's
I
Juju? Has
didn't
anybody
touch him.
seen
I
Juju?
didn't touch him. I was in the dresser. Ask Morthos.
He's off at the monkey brothel again.
Oh, okay. I don't even question it at that point. I'm just like,
He just kind of chuckles and turns over and tries to go back to sleep.
Monkey, bro.
What's down?
Alright.
Okay, so everybody's gonna settle down for the night.
he woke up to touch my face and then tell me there's no hope and go back to sleep talking about monkey bones.
Summer-wise, everybody's just settling down for the night.
Summerwise is still kind of floating around, but Zendala is like, she's like repacking her stuff. You can tell she's a little bit nervous, about, and you guys haven't really told her a whole lot, like what's going on when you're leaving or anything, so she's just kind of wants to be ready.
Okay.
But she's getting ready to call it a night, I think.
It's like that kid that's ready to go on a trip the following morning. But,
Yeah.
Just like.
Just like that. But it's Drippy doesn't want to go.
Oh, okay. No.
Alright, cool, so everybody goes to sleep?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
All back
See
in
you
my
all.
dresser, apparently.
Do you set a watch every time?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were going to do the watch thing.
I'll go
Morthos is
first.
already.
I'll go first.
Alright, just come, shake the dresser.
You only need 3 watches, so
I'll take the watch too. Since I've already been sleeping.
Tavan's like, he just holds his hand out. Okay, so you all go to sleep, except for Jasmine here. You're just kind of, is there anything specific you want to do, or are you literally just kind of
No.
chilling, watching the door?
Chilling.
Right,
Walking around. I'm sitting by the door so I can see the door, but at the window so I can see. Do I have?
There's no window in this building.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad for
And there is a booby trap on the door. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a perception check for me.
I'm sneaking in.
the dresser. You gotta put in Morthos and sweaty boxes in there. So
Says-
What?
nothing. something.
Man, no boxers, sorry.
I know because they're in the dresser.
It's
Drops his chain down, and it's all there.
8.
Okay.
Except for the chastity belt.
You don't notice anything, and your watch passes without incident, and you wake up. Little crypto here in his dresser, shaking a little.
Wake up. It's your turn.
All right. How do you watch? What do you do?
I paced around the room, just not frantically, but not slowly either. Just kind of with purpose, but I'm also distracted a little bit.
Sure. Roll perception.
A 3. That's fitting. I am distracted.
You don't notice anything, and your watch passes without incident. I'm gonna go wake Tavon.
Yeah.
All right, so you go over, and Tavon's still snoring, and you shake him awake, and he
I go flying.
he's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. Good night.
He just kind of sits on the bed, his head in his hands.
Damn, monkey brothels. And nightmares of that one. We notice his shit.
He just, the night passes without incident. You guys wake up in the morning.
He sounds sad. He's like, oh, 3 chances and nobody noticed.
Maybe.
I get up.
Standing in the corner.
What's the lady's name again?
Zendala.
Zendala. She awake or she asleep?
She's still sleeping.
Okay. I leave a note. That I'm getting supplies because we're going to be out in the jungle for Lord knows how long, and we're going to need supplies and equipment and stuff. And we're following up with some of the stuff that Jabal had wanted us to do to keep it all,
So you're coming back in the afternoon, and that's when we're going to leave?
You can tell.
Well, I'm
Toban is awake. You can tell him.
okay. I'll tell Devon all this and tell him that I'll be back later in the afternoon. I don't know if you guys are wanting supplies. I don't know when we're leaving, but I want to be prepared, and we kind of need some more information too. So kind of an information hunt also.
Do you need my assistance in the city? I can guide you.
That's a negative.
I don't know. Do you know Wakanga?
I'm familiar with Wakanga. I've never met him.
Are you friendly with him?
I don't see why I would be unfriendly. Wakanga, I'm sure, has made lots of money on me in the Colosseum. I was a prodigious fighter.
Okay.
Except for that one he lost money on. And
Yeah.
Still hates you for.
Maybe. No, I think I'll be all right.
Suit yourself.
Okay. So, I asked him what languages he speaks.
I speak Chotan, Common, and that's it.
That's it.
Education.
What language did he speak? I
You
just.
speak Common and.
He speaks Cholton
Yeah, it
too.
wasn't really.
Okay. I said I might want to learn Cholton on our adventure if you can help me learn that.
I think I can facilitate that. It's not a difficult language.
Okay. So I head out the room.
I had before E.
I head towards Bishop's room.
I got up early, so I go downstairs.
All right, so you're downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs.
So you go to
breakfast.
You go to Bishop's room. You knock on the door. No answer.
So I go downstairs. Do I see him at the table anywhere?
Yeah, you see him. He was at the table you guys were at. You can see the innkeeper is obviously not there. One of the barmaids looks harried and tells you, she's like, "You're only patrons, so help yourself. There's food in the back."
What?
I'm very busy right now. I don't even know where all of his books are. She just rushes off in a tizzy.
Take advantage of it, Morthos. This is the best I've eaten days. Maybe the best we eat.
So I go in the
weeks.
back room.
There is so much stuff that was made. You can tell the guards had a little bit of a time the last night. There's tankards that are kind of spilled everywhere, but there's bacon and there's pork belly and all kinds of stuff to eat in the morning, and sausage and eggs, and everything's just kind of ready, and it's still warm.
This is the place where.
Well, I grab a couple of pieces of bacon, chop it down, take me a big swig, and then I go
Just some bacon.
Like, are we ready for our little quest today, Bishop?
Who was the name that was at the end of the note again?
Torbal is the other beggar prince.
So,
So we're gonna go see two of the other. We saw the other
Do you
beggar
wanna
prince
do
yesterday.
well, yes, we
So
saw.
what's
we'll
his name?
just be sleeping. I'm
What's his
sleeping
name?
for right
Mike's
now.
sleeping now. Tamon's just kind of.
Coco.
Yeah, the one guy.
Yeah.
So I tell you that Torbal is the one that left a note for me here, and I know it's just you. Do I know what Torbal's affiliation is with the Zentham? Is he like anti-Zentham?
He has been a beggar prince for longer. It's for as long as you can remember. He's been in the city for a very long time.
We should probably meet with Torbal first, because once word reaches his ear that we've met with him, it probably spread to the Zentham, and then we can go from there.
Okay. So let's
Go
go.
finish eating.
Do you want to do anything?
I mean, maybe a little filler thing. The room that we're in, does it have a bathroom?
There's chamber pots.
I meant for like not using the bathroom, but for like.
Oh yeah, there's like a vanity with like a. It's like a basic. It's where you're sleeping. The mirror's right above you.
Sleeping.
Yeah, you're sleeping in the dresser and there's a mirror.
So I crawl out, kind of dust myself off. Like first time I'm actually awake, cover my eyes, hop up and like literally hop up into the vanity.
You're like. Roll a dexterity check.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
You're half asleep, so you could fall.
That's a 13.
Yeah, and you've only got what, a 0 now.
Yeah.
so you're good.
Okay, sweet. Not agile, but I can still get up there. So I get up there, kind of look at the mirror, just set my hand on fire, and it draw it to my face, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Actually look at it for the first time, and I'm like, normally I'm having to like sear off the pock, so since I don't, I'm like, oh.
Are you touching your face with your hand on fire?
I was about to.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, son, just.
Normally that's what he had to do to get
Yeah.
that stuff off whenever it would come to him, so he's like, okay, well, I don't actually want to feel pain today, so hop down, go over to Sleeping Giant's room area, go through all his stuff, pull out what's left of what you used for the shaving.
He's awake. So
That's fine.
he's not paying attention to you, but roll a stealth check.
I wasn't even going to be stealthy about it. I was just going to be like, listen, don't fight me.
Okay, so and he's like looking at you while you're doing it.
Okay, so
Are you looking for something?
I'm like, yeah, hey, heads up, your helmet's completely slathered with what's left of this. Do you have anything else to groom myself with?
And before he answers you, he's like, "Who?"
I want to say it was the tall one with the tail. I was kind of in the dresser.
Come with us.
Okay.
Of course, he didn't want me to come with him. Yeah, you're welcome to it. Go for it.
So I grabbed whatever other
He's
stuff
like-
I could find.
Why? Now I'm going to clean all of this
He's
out.
like, all I do is help these things.
Hop back in one of the things, start like rearranging myself, moving my hair. I can't figure out what to do with my hair because I'm so used to it, just like so.
It's longer than you remember.
Yeah, that too. Cleaner too. It's actually not greasy. It's kind of greasy because it's hot in here. And I've been sleeping in covered. And there's no window in this room. As I'm muttering to myself angrily, and then I think about it, and I'm like, "This is nice."
We did have that connection with that dragon.
Yeah. Wait, what? I forgot all about that.
The connection with the dragon you made.
I know, but like, what was that?
You just.
Summerwise,
you
is,
never
yeah, he's
spoke
still
to him.
kind of floating around. his
Oh, he's still in here. Yeah, well, I'm still more preoccupied with the fact that I used to be pretty vain before all this stuff happened. So regaining my vanity while looking into vanity is still a culture shock for me. So clean off, shave off, look at myself, back again, waiting for the moment. No, okay. I spin around and look at Taban, and I'm like, so how do you do this?
Do what?
Just stay clean. I forgot. It's been years.
They say to use soap when you bathe. Taban's not the cleanest guy. He's like, you, when you go to your weekly bath, take some soap, wash yourself. Don't forget your undercarriage. Wash your ass.
It's been so long, Devon. You
Well, toilet paper hasn't been invented yet. So, he's like, what?
no fall break. I noticed the dragon kind of floating around. I'm like, oh yeah, the thing's here.
That's a pigeon noise, but it's like that.
Fair enough. Awesome. Well, I look around for the girl. Is the girl still in the room?
She's laying with her face towards the wall.
Hey, you awake?
Yes.
So
She rolls over.
maybe, I don't know, I'm not really used to this whole morning thing. Normally I'm just staggering around. Where'd the other two go?
I'm awake. I'm just listening to you.
I forget you exist so much.
That's not nice. One of those, you left. Did you even introduce? Yeah, you introduced yourself. The tiefling, he left early. Said he was getting supplies.
Oh, yeah, because jungles are dangerous.
Jungles are dangerous.
So, remind me again why you're, something about you had a dad or a relative?
My father, Artoris, he came here searching for an artifact, the Ring of Winter. I had not heard from him in quite a while.
Do you smell that?
What?
Smells like food.
It's an inn. They probably have food downstairs.
Do you understand how long it's been since I've had to eat? Sorry, I know I asked you a question. This is the first time I've slept since coming back. So, right, Ring of Winter, you're on a quest to find it, save your dad. Are you prepared? Do we have to get anything you need?
No, I'm fully ready. I was just looking for a group to take me.
Okay, good. All right, cool, thanks.
And you noticed when you said when you interrupted her after the question,
Mhm.
there was like a moment of just rage that washed over her face, but it was gone. Like that.
Yep, I'm pretty keen on when people get pissed off. Right, so ignoring that little thing, I look back up at the dragon and I'm like, so did you see anything when we were on watch? Because I wasn't paying attention at all.
You see it telepathically?
Yeah.
I noticed nothing last night.
I really hope then 4 people not noticing anything. We're fine. Now that I looked before, I look around for wood to knock on, and the vanity's like probably steel or something. So whatever.
It's really it's fantasy setting. Everything's made of wood.
Sweet.
Yeah, there you go. You're good, man.
Knock on that. All right, so I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna go downstairs because I smell food. We should all
You go downstairs.
Yeah.
probably do something.
Go downstairs, eat, and then decide what we're gonna do until they get back.
I want to go ask guards more questions, but I don't even know if they're still gonna be here. So let's just start with food. Food's good.
Okay.
Y'all hungry? You want me to bring you back something? You come with us? What's up?
To Bon, he goes, a moment. And could I speak to you two? Hello. Zendala once again just kind of
Pouty face.
fine. And she leaves the room. He looks out the door, watches her go around the corner, comes back.
Hate her when she leaves, but I love to watch her go.
He's kind of like, what the? I don't trust that bitch.
Rude, but warranted. Do tell.
She
I
just,
would-
I see moments when she's speaking, and it's like she's a different person, and then suddenly that happy face comes back. Something is wrong. I think if we make plans, we don't do it in front of her.
That's fair, but she's an elf, naturally in tune with magic, I'm sure. There's a really good chance that she, A, knows more than we do, B, is planning around that, and C, obviously doesn't want us to know, so...
She's a half-elf, like myself. He goes, not as in tune with magic as you think.
Well, okay, well, still. She's an enchantress, right? Or a wizard, or whatever those things are. She's got magic. I'm just
I
saying,
don't know.
I agree with you, and
I have not seen her perform any feats of magic yet.
nothing that thin and unarmored is non-magical.
You noticed someone was still in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I look up at the thing and I'm like, listen, I know you really don't care one way or the other, but let's just keep the peace and not tell.
Oh, secrets.
Secrets are
And
good.
you seek to make a deal.
What is it you'd like?
I do not know yet. But if you want my quiet, I require an agreement. So, but and like he's literally looking at the thing and not talking and just. and you can see the little things like. Javon's like, what's happening here?
I also make a little mental note that this isn't supposed to be a naturally this far along sentient creature either.
It's not.
This is worrying me. First we got deceitful wizard chick, and now we've got a slightly more intelligent than non-inanimate objects. So yeah, let's go with this. What's up? What you need?
Agree to do me a favor in the future, at a time of my choosing.
As long as it doesn't require betrayal of the immediate party, sure.
I can guarantee that. Alright, real quick. Animal handling check. Do it. I'm sure your animal handling is
About
probably, I think it's wisdom.
+4.
Oh, that's not bad. You roll it.
And it is wisdom, so
Yeah.
14.
+4.
18. 18. Ah,
He comes over and lands on your shoulder.
okay, that works. I'm sure Tabana's just like,
And we're like,
He's-
what is this thing landing on his shoulder?
There's something going on.
he's a gnome, he's a warlock.
You know, they're just so weird.
Slept in our clothes.
Honestly, he's sleeping in the dresser. I mean, he did tell me about my helmet.
Yeah, but he's not lucid all the time. I keep an eye on him.
He does seem changed from the first time I met him. And they're whispering right in front of you.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
you
I'm
hear
trying
it.
to
They're
sound
just
like-
kind of like
It's so hard not to be disrespected by it. I kind of like, without really, like, on the earring thing that what's-his-face gave me, and the thingy thing, and I'm hoping at least the shiny object attracted raccoon would notice the difference. Anyways,
He has the earring.
and then Devon's like, oh my god. Devon's like, in my culture, one earring usually resembles a preference of love.
You and Bishop and Morthos have very strange
Very
rituals. I don't know.
So,
Yeah, that wasn't shaving cream in your helmet.
were you talking to Summer Wise?
He's
You can
agreed.
talk to animals?
I make a burping sound within your own mind.
Utao. What do you need from me?
You require aid? I said, no, that's me for the most part. I can talk to people whenever I'm within certain distance. It's irrelevant. The point is, the dragon is, at the very least, not asking me to kill any of you in your sleep in exchange for his compliance.
Such a peaceful creature. Asking for death. Strange.
Well, he's not.
I'm hungry. He just leaves.
Yeah, there we go. I'm right behind him for the most part.